forever to drive those track machines too.
He can do only about 2 to 3 miles an hour.
That's right. Man, there's some snow everywhere. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, when we got to the hotel last night, there was no snow, basically. And then right before I went to bed at 9 o'clock y'all's time, I looked out the window.
Yeah.
And it was just solid.
Because normally in this area we get a lot of snow, but this year was really late and everybody was saying what's happening. It will come. It's a little bit rutted here, so that's why I'm going from side to side.
So I guess you're wondering, what in the world am I doing here? Well, this was I videoed this back in January of 2011, and I'm videoing it with just a normal point and shoot type camera, so that's one of the reasons why the quality is not real good. But this was one of my assignments that I was working on with deer, and where they sent me to do some work. And where this is about 2.5 hours west of Vancouver, British Columbia, up in Canada.
What do you pay for?
These guys are working almost 30 miles off the nearest road. It took forever for us to drive in there on the logging road. They were still hauling. Their trucks run about 150,000 pound loads out of there, and what they're doing here is they're cutting down with track machines, and then they had 3 skidders running. This is pulling to this track loader. This is a 2454 with a 6-foot riser cab, and it's a rear entry cab on it too, and it's got a power clam grapple on it. And you can see the power clam. I like it. It's a hoss. The power clam. He's high stacking this wood before the processor comes to it. So the skidder's pulled him, he high stacks, and the processor comes behind him and processes up the wood, and you'll see that in just a minute. But these guys run about 20-hour shifts, so they're only down for 4 hours, and it's not the same guys running 20 hours at a time, but they have 2 different sets of people coming in. But you can see the processor here. It is a 2154 with a 622B Waratah on it, and you'll see it in a minute. The 622B that's an impressive head. I'm just here to tell you. I've run them myself. We actually own a 622B. I've seen them run. I've run them in the shows for John Deere, and you'll watch here in a minute. You'll see some of the size of these trees that this cat puts through this head. And these trees here are not the easiest trees to get the limbs off of either, and the head just runs right through them. But just a completely different way of logging. But the way they log it with the 2 separations right there that he's running, man, stacking it and the processor coming down through there is very, very efficient for them. And like I said, I like the power clam grapple, and I'm not so sure that one day if we buy another loader it won't have a power clam, and that's what I'll be loading with. I had some people say, no, you don't want that, but I had people tell me, no, you don't want a processor running either. And we've gotten where we're at now by doing things different. But the snow up here that these guys are working in is just crazy. I mean, you see it on this video, the snow is just coming straight down. I stepped out of the truck and went to walk toward the loader, and it was literally waist deep on me as I was going down through there. And just, that area of the world is a whole different area too. I mean, it stays dark way more than it does daylight up there during the wintertime, and I couldn't handle that. It was some of the days I was up there, it was getting daylight about 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, and it was dark by 4. And but this is some video I've never let anybody see. Like I said, I've been everywhere, all over the place. I've been fortunate to be able to do a lot of stuff with John Deere, and this just happened to be one of the things that I was on with them on doing, and was out on this particular job. So just thought I would share one of my experiences with you, kind of out of the norm. So I hope y'all enjoy seeing this little bit of different logging and enjoy this video. So I will see y'all later.